Hello everyone, it's the Bronze Archer here, bringing you my fourth episode of my F1 2018 career mode. And yeah, it wasn't a very good episode for me. It's all pretty bad race, but you can tell by the title, yeah, I did get taken out by Sebastian Vettel. And yeah, I'm not very impressed by that, but never mind. And the episode I'm going to be driving the classic car today is, as I forgot to film the intro to practice, it is the 1998 McLaren MP4-13 driven by Mika Hakkinen and David Coulthard. As I know, I'll show you the intro to qualifying with David Cross and Anthony Davidson.
Welcome to qualifying in the Republic of Azerbaijan. The teams are making their last-minute adjustments before the lights go green, and the fight for pole position can get underway. Now then, Anthony Davidson, you're not getting any younger, but you have been involved in your fair share of qualifying sessions in an illustrious 30-year career. How do you deal with the pressure when you have that one chance to deliver a perfect lap?
It's not so much about dealing with the pressure, it's more about how you approach the risk, and just how much of it are you willing to take. You're constantly balancing the car on the edge of grip from braking, cornering and traction, and over the course of a lap, it's easy to get that balance wrong, and that's why achieving the perfect lap is almost impossible. As you say, I've been doing this 30 years now, and it never gets any easier.
As I'm getting ready to start off my lap around the circuit at Baku, Azerbaijan, I kind of struggled throughout in practice with the power unit. It wasn't very quick in a straight line, so that's a little bit of a struggle. That's going to be a little bit of a problem, but going to turn 1, third gear, hit the curb. Hit all the curb on the outside though, going down into turn 3, went a little bit wide, damaged the front wing, but meant to actually have a high top speed going down this little section along here, so it didn't really matter, and also the area wasn't really affected too badly by it, so I just kept on with it. Braking down to third gear, taking some of the curb, hitting the curb on the outside, I'm to fill 5th, 6th, now back and down to third gear. Out on the exit, up into 5th, 6th, 7th gear, not quite. Trying to make that entrance as straight as possible. Bouncing with the curbs, getting a little bit aggressive with the turning. down to 3rd gear again, using a little too much of the curb on the inside there. Up into 5th, braking, going over the curbs. Again, down, still in 3rd gear. It went quite wide, just trying out my exit to just get the straightest line down through here, down into the downhill braking zone. Down the 3rd gear, bounce over the curve. Now up into 5th, 6th, 7th gear. Now down into 4th, using all the curb on the outside, touching the wall a bit by mistake. Should compromise my exit down through here. Flat out 180, 190 miles per hour, 192, 193, 94, 95 miles, 195, 196, up to 200 miles per hour. Which make the straight, software straight as straight as possible. And that's my lap time around.
Nice job.
This around the circuit, and yeah, it could have been better, but can't really do anything about it, and tried my hardest. But like I said, the car wasn't really there, but still P10 though is pretty impressive for a Renault powered car, considering that, oh yeah, although the Red Bulls are higher up and so one of the Reds also in front of me, but it doesn't really matter. I did a good lap, and that's all I can really care about. As now I'm going to give you the intro to the race, I think. Yes, I'm right. Okay, see ya.
Good afternoon and welcome to Baku. This was the arena, if you think back to 2017, of one of the most eventful races of modern history, with controversy behind the safety car, last-second overtakes, and a historic podium for Williams and for Lance Stroll. So let's find out what lies in store for us this year. It's time for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. With 20 turns and a length of 3.7 miles, Baku City Circuit in the heart of the Azerbaijan capital is a real test of a driver's endurance, patience and precision. 90-degree corners through Sector 1 lead into a tightening uphill sprint as we start to circle around the old city. Then a 1.4-mile chase flat out through Sector 3 towards the finish line. Anthony Davidson joins me today as we look ahead to something just a little bit different. It's quite high speed for a street circuit here, isn't it? Do you think that's going to throw up any unexpected situations?
Well, as long as the teams can keep everything cool, I don't foresee any particular big issues from a technical side of things. I do expect the track to be quite slippery though. We've not exactly had much chance to rubber in the surface. Any street circuit also comes with its own challenges, so I think we'll be seeing a few mistakes here and there. The smart strategy would be to expect a safety car, I think, especially early on when the pack is bunched up.
Well then, after an exciting qualifying session yesterday, let's take a look at how the cars line up. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and starting alongside in P2 is Sebastian Vettel. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Ricciardo, Raikkonen, Max Verstappen and Hülkenberg, Perez, Ocon, the Rainmaster and Carlos Sainz, Grosjean, Bottas, Charles Leclerc and Van Dorn, Magnussen, Stroll, Pierre Gasly and Marcus Ericsson, Hartley and Sergei Sirotkin rounds off the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Now that we've got some points on the board, let's continue this form and aim for another top 10 finish.
You see, my planned strategy was a 2-stop. Well, actually, I went through to see what it would be like if I went for a 1-stop, then I realised that's not going to be a good idea. So I went for 2-stop strategy for the race, and so I was kind of hoping now to do alright, but obviously didn't last very long in the race, but you can't really do anything about it. As now I'm getting ready for the lights, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. And we're off, and I got a pretty good start compared to Esteban Ocon and Sergio Perez. As you can see, I went in between the two Force Indias and locked up going on the inside of Hülkenberg. So currently up into P6 that is, by the beginning of the lap. Have a little look, touch Verstappen's rear left tyre, so me and him alongside each other. As I'm just trying to be able to clear him, I'm going to go in the slipstream now. You see on the indication arrow, Verstappen's going to go off on the inside, go over to block it. Rocking into the room, he breaks rather early. I touch him and force him out a little bit wide. Get a pretty bad line though. As now we're going through here and nothing really happens until right near the very end of the lap, which you'll see in 3, 2, 1. As I'm following in the slipstream of Daniel Ricciardo. You can see here I'm slipstreaming him down the start finish straight here, really quite high speed. Runs people should say flat out, not really going to the left at all. I'm in overtake mode, so it means I should be fast. But you can see I'm not catching up to Ricciardo because he's got the swing off Vettel. So going down to turn 1. I outbroke myself massively and made contact with Vettel, but somehow we didn't lose any damage from that, so it's alright. Then at the end of lap number 2, Vettel's in my slipstream. He doesn't have DRS, so it's up. As I just stay in the centre of the track, I move him over towards the outside of the circuit. As I've got the inside line, I'm going to have the shortest line through turn 1. As you can see, I've just with this pull away. Now to the end of lap number 3. I shouldn't really have decided to block Vettel here, but never mind, I made a stupid mistake and I paid for it. As you can see, I block him off. Then he gets a second run on me pretty much. I cover him off, get all loose, smack the wall, overcorrect, and then they should just got a little bit fed up and they just pinned it straight into the wall. And so yeah, I mean I could have done a flashback, but I chose not to, just because if I get taken out, I do not use flashbacks. And I don't use flashbacks in general anyway, so yeah. As I go straight to the wall and out of the race. And I just go for retire from session. Okay. And as you can see here, a little bit lagging frame rate, but it doesn't really matter. Pull down my visor and just walk off. So I'm going to pass over to David Croft and AC Davison for the podium celebrations.
So, another excellent win from Ferrari. And Anthony Davidson, give me your thoughts. How did they accomplish this result?
I feel like consistency was probably the key today. There's being quick, and then there's being quick lap after lap after lap. If you can do that, you can capitalise on other people's errors without making many of your own. And that's an approach that can push you a long way up the field.
So, here they come now, out onto the podium. Wherever you go, anywhere in the world, the prancing horse flags are dominant in the grandstands, and they're out in force again today. It's Ferrari on the top step once more. And now let's take a look at the drivers' standings. Well, the gap at the top of the championship has been cut down after a difficult race today for our championship leader. And now I'd like to ask you, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
Well, he had a great drive today, somewhat unexpected maybe, but I'm going to go for Kevin Magnussen. Quick, clean, and in control. It was everything you could ask for.
On to the constructors then. Ferrari extend their lead at the top of the championship. Well, what a weekend that has been. Please join us next time for another thrilling instalment of this Formula One season.
Bad luck out there today. What do you think went wrong? It looks like your rival bested you today, doesn't it? Do you have any comments about the collisions? Your car is looking a little beaten up. What happened out there today? Appreciate your time.
As you can see, I'm losing my rivalry currently to Stoffel Van Dorn, which I don't really mind anyway, because I know I'm going to be able to beat him eventually. So you see losing by 1 there. I only got 5 points there. As I got 12 points in Constructors in normal points, I actually got given a 400 bonus point bonus type thing. Because I'm going to be signing my contract negotiations. I've made it a little bit easier for myself to do well, so I took away that, put that there, but to put myself the first driver, P10 for qualifying and P10 for race position, and it's just slightly over. So I take away the pit stop thing and go for it again, and they accept my contract, so it's all good. So I'm okay with this, and I press X, and so yeah, I'm now going to be the first driver of McLaren. I now have a look, just got 500 resource points, and so I'm contemplating whether to go with a chassis. I was probably thinking to myself, I'm probably going for a chassis arrangement upgrade, so if I go for a major one, it'll come to France, which is a track which the McLaren struggled at in real life, so just having a look here. And yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit the like button, and if you think my content's worth subscribing to, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. Thank you, the Bronze Archer, signing out. Peace.